We are just getting out for a little, I don't want to call it a shakeout run, but we're just a little walk jog just to kind of get the travel and some movement going back in. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has followed along this Project 259, this three and a half month journey to my very first marathon. It was a success, and I just want to say a huge congratulations, I guess, to all the runners, and thank you all to the support. So let's get some official numbers in there. So my official finish time was 2:55:29. So that nails Project 259, but just a little shy of the stretch goal of 2:49. I went out on pace for 2:49. It was about 45 seconds ahead of schedule at the turnaround. And then over the next 4-ish miles, I really just kind of felt the energy draining. So maybe the calories I was taking on weren't absorbing, or something just wasn't quite feeling right. And I just kind of had to immediately go into maintenance mode, salvage the main goal of 2:59. So I feel really good about that. I am happy. I'm no complaining at all. The weather was perfect. I think at race start it was mid-50s, and it warmed up to a nice balmy 68 for the high of the day. It was a little overcast. Very little wind, so nothing I can complain about. You know, that's just the cards that we were dealt that day, and you can probably hear a little nasally. I don't know if I picked up a little bug, sinus infection, or who knows what. So no issues there, no complaining. Just that's what it is, right? You just got to make the best of what you have on race day, and that's just part of it. My training, I feel like was I don't know what could have been better. I'm extremely happy with how that went. I don't think I had any missed days at all. So, and I just want to say a huge thank you, to Anina here for allowing me to just kind of really set this as a priority over the last few months to do this. So, I qualified for Boston. The time was a qualifying time. Official time for my age is 3 hours and 5 minutes. So that gives me about a 9.5, 10-minute buffer. All right, well, I tried to salvage that clip. It just didn't work. It was just way too windy. So I'm just going to do a really quick wrap up and just say thank you all for all the continued support as we wrapped up Project 259. So this does bring Project 259 to a close. It was an amazing 13, 14 weeks of training and just kind of exploring what I was capable and able to do. You can probably hear I am a little bit nasally. I did kind of end up with a little bit of a sinus infection coming into the final week. Not ideal. It's not ideal during any training, but especially during the final week and then having to race with it as well. I don't feel like it affected me too much out on course, but maybe, just body working that little bit extra to try to get rid of something. Anyway, I don't want to make excuses. It's not an excuse. It's just the cards I was dealt with on race day. So I just want to give you some official results and numbers. How did it go? There was about 850 total marathoners. I think 3,300 total participants between all the distances. And I finished 27th on the day. Very happy with that. Third in my age group. I could not be happier. I knew some ringers would come out, just like people itching to race, some really fast people, faster than what this marathon normally brings. I knew to go out and just do my race, stick to my plan, and not get sucked into faster paces. Came through with an official finish time of 2:55:29. So I split the difference. And like we said, 27th overall, third in the age group. And so that qualifies me for Boston. So very first marathon, done, dusted. Now I got to throw my hat in the ring, right? So the official Boston qualifier time for men 35 to 39 is 3:05 even. Now that is just the official standard time. Then they'll have a cutoff window time that they'll adjust due to a number of participants. So looking at it, that gives me a 9.5, 10-minute buffer. I feel pretty confident about that. So when they announce official registration and for that to go on, I will go ahead and throw my hat in the ring for that. So that's exciting. Very cool. I do want to say a big thank you to Anina for allowing me to make this Project 259 in my first marathon a big priority. You know, we got a little kid running around. We're back to work full time, and she just allowed me to do this. She was a huge support. She would help with meals. She would help do anything possible to let me get out the door and run and to rest and to do this and make it a big priority and really focus a lot of attention on that. So a huge debt of gratitude to her. She is kind of the lifeblood of this house. You know, she makes everything tick. So another big thank you to my coach, Leah. Obviously, I understand coaching. I understand how coaching and physiology and that kind of stuff works, but I felt like I took on a pretty big goal. So I really wanted an expert, someone who really understood marathoning, to guide me and help me along the way, to kind of take one thing off my plate and just really trust the process. And I could not be happier. I felt like my training was spot on. I felt like I was well rested. I felt like I was ready to hit the hard workouts and the mileage when it came time. So also my chiropractor, Dr. Pablo, kept me in check. I do have some things that I'm battling just from some previous injuries, so he kept me on there. But without kind of just droning on about that kind of stuff, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you for sticking with me, watching every week, supporting, leaving comments, messaging me privately. That means the world to me, and it would not have been possible without your continued support and motivation to keep me going. So the channel will go on. We will do something different. Let me know what your interest is. Is it the reviews? Do you want to see some more weight training things? Let me know. I'm definitely open to some suggestions. It's obviously going to be what makes me tick. I want to share it with you guys and motivate you and help you reach your best results, whether it be running, cycling, or just whatever it is that you set your sights on. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Again, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You can follow along all the way up to the first marathon and beyond. So with that, go forward in power, love, and a sound mind, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.